We're live. What up, yo? What up? How are we doing this Monday evening? Let me exhale my work shit that I'm still having open. And let's ping the Discord and get this party started. All right, let me go grab some sleeves because we got a lot of listing to do today, ladies and gents. We got a lot of listing to do. We had a lot of cards scanned in. We'll get them listed and moving. Headed to the eBay store now that we finally got some of our burgers listed to the store. We're starting to get some sales. Misprint has been popping off for us. We had like 5 misprint sales in the morning this morning, which was crazy. Or something insane like that. But yeah, how is everybody doing today? Grath, welcome. Bulk Card Lord, let's go. Young, welcome. Prodigy, welcome. How's everybody doing tonight? How are we doing this evening? What's on the docket for tonight for y'all? Tonight we are listing. We are doing lots and lots and lots of listing. Endless amounts of listing. Am I on the right screen? Yeah. 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 Oh, yeah. We've got $76 in sales today, so that's pretty cool. I think almost all of it, literally all of our orders are on misprint. We sold $76 worth on misprint today. That's crazy. Not a single eBay order, which is depressing. But hey, misprint is making up for it, thankfully. Logan, welcome. Zayn, welcome. So you're using TCG anymore? You even using TCG anymore? I'm using TCG, or no, I'm not using TCG Player anymore. But if they bring API access, then I would absolutely be using them. What up, McBride? Sooner fan, welcome. Grath, good. Yeah, nice. Eddie, welcome. Broke 500 cards listed. Hell yeah, nerd. Congrats. Stream's so fresh, it's buffering for me. Hell yeah. Welcome, Sphinx King. D&D tonight, but it's 9:30 a.m. at the moment. Oh, damn. Then you must be in Australia, I'm guessing. D&D tonight? Hell yeah, that sounds fun. TCG orders for me? Nice. eBay was slow for me, too. Yeah, I mean, it's a Monday, too. eBay usually is slow for me on Mondays. Mic and tripod order, too. Tomorrow gonna be a fun day off. Hell yeah, nerd. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Excited. Just talked to Fizzbatch, ladies and gentlemen. We talked to Fizzbatch. I am getting my Fizzbatch as of now, that might change, in the 2nd week of September. That's only like 3 or 4 weeks away. That's crazy. So, pretty excited about that. I need to endlessly list as well. Do you know when you first started having consistent $100 days? Oh, goodness. I can look. We can look. It took a while. It took a while. It's a good question. This is why we keep track of everything, so we can take a look. Let's see. Wasn't doing $100 days here. I mean, man. It's hard to tell because you do the weekends and the weeks, and it all evens out to about $100 a day. But I would say probably April, May-ish. Yeah, it all evens out to about $100 a day, maybe. It's hard to tell because I have bulk sales in here too. So yeah, probably May. May is when I started consistently having $100 days. That sounds about right. I would say May, so it took about 5 months. Sell me on misprint, good sir. Cartel, it's like Mana Pool, but for Pokemon. And if you've used Mana Pool, that's a good sell. Misprint, just another place to sell Pokemon. I will say it's got a lot of limitations. There's a lot of work they need to do. But I like it so far. It's selling good. Razor, welcome. Starting our bulk selling journey took a lot of inspiration from you. Oh, nice, Zayn. I appreciate it. How's it going? Australia? I'm him. How's it hanging, Phantom? Low and to the left. Touching the toes, if you had to ask. Just hit 1,000 listings the other day. I have no idea what's selling. I can't make sense of any of it. Yeah. Yeah, you just got to keep listed. I've been trying to get into Mana Pool. Yeah, it's pretty nice. I like Mana Pool. It is earlier than expected, yeah. Yeah, they told me September, October, but I was just taking worst case scenario. So as we're getting closer to September, I'm surprised. Speaking of which, I heard somebody got their Roka Sifter shipped. Has anyone gotten a shipping update from Roka Sifter? Because mine is not updated. Dealing with the problem of being overwhelmed by daily orders. I did 63 orders yesterday and now have 35 daily orders. Damn, Razor, that's insane. On what platform? TCG Player? How do Hollow Energy sell? What should my buy price be for few hundred of them? They're probably going to be really slow sellers, Logan. I probably wouldn't pay specifically. I definitely wouldn't pay my Hollow price for them. Maybe 10, maybe 20 per thousand. That's probably still too high. How many listings do you have in May? Was that the reason you hit that consistency, or was there other stuff? It's so hard to tell. It's so hard to tell, Sphinx, honestly. I don't know. I have no idea. You'd have to go back in my videos and watch. I don't know. But probably a good 20,000 cards listed. Nah, probably 10,000 cards listed. But it depends, because it depends on what you have listed. I'm seeing an offer on Facebook Marketplace for 40 TB bucks full of Hollow and Reverse Hollows for 100 bucks, about 2,000 cards. Should I take the risk? Not for 100 bucks. I'd pay, I mean, if it's all Hollows, that's still high. I mean, that's what I would pay if it was literally all Reverse Hollows and Hollows. Oh, wait, you're saying it's full of Reverse Hollows. Or is it, like, does it literally have nothing but Reverse Hollows and Hollows? If it has nothing but Reverse Hollows and Hollows, that's a good price. That's what I would buy it for. Haven't got updates on either on that? Yeah, neither have I. Wish you would have gotten to the vintage Naruto cards when I suggested it to you, because the market is going crazy right now. Nice. I mean, that's kind of with anything. You know, there's a million opportunities, and I don't have the cash to be doing all that. I gotta use my cash wisely. All right, what was this listed under? I think it's this one. Yep. Should be, oh wait, no, we went one back. No, that's not it. Is that Sneasel? No. Gotta figure out where I had my scans. Is this it? Yep, there we go. So there. Reverse Hollow, P47, lightly played. There we go. Let's get to identifying. It's all. Oh, then that's a pretty good price, crew. I mean, it's a little high, but I mean, I would do it. Obviously, that's my buy prices. But worst case scenario, you sell it to me for the same price you buy it for. You know? Kind of how I see it. Speaking of which, I got an email from somebody talking about how it's now cheaper. I'm gonna mess with it, but I think I found a way to ship bulk cards cheaper than flat rate boxes, no matter where you are in the country, which is really exciting. Other than probably Hawaii and Alaska, I'd imagine it would still be too expensive to do it when you had to do flat rate. But I'm having problems with flat rate where people are losing a lot of the packages, and I think it's because they're too heavy. There's a way that somebody emailed me that I need to look into, that I'm gonna start looking into and try. And I'm going to have a few guinea pigs. But you can fit about 4,000 cards cheaper. And so it makes the shipping basically... Shipping right now is basically $5 per thousand. It comes out to about $5 per thousand, a little less. This would take it down to like $2.50 per thousand, which is really good. So I am looking into doing that. So if you're looking to sell me bulk, let me know if you want to be a guinea pig for potential cheaper shipping. Thanks for your videos. Currently 18 days in my eBay journey. Australia only about 500 listings and just about to crest my 1,000 revenue. Damn, that's awesome, Prodigy. Hell yeah, that's awesome. Love to hear that. Sorry to pick back up for you now that you're getting your listings back up. Relatively, Dread. It's just hard to tell. It's just so... I need more time to really tell what's going on, and it's just so early. Like, yes, eBay sales are down. Yes, it's kind of depressing, but at the same time, it's just like, it's so hard to tell what's really going on, and I'm just being patient. You know, I'm not trying to panic and overthink it. All I'm doing List more cards. I'm never going to be upset that I listed more cards. So that's the only thing I'm really focusing on right now. That's my number one thing right now. Just list more cards and let the rest of it figure itself out. I don't want to catch myself up to be like, oh, is this good? Is this bad? You know, just keep listing. They'll sell eventually. And if they don't, I liquidate it, move on, and list some more cards. But that probably won't happen. Once I list a card, I don't plan on ever taking it down. I don't see a benefit to taking it down. If anything, I'd probably hurt my eBay store. So I'm just going to keep it up, and whatever happens, happens. I might do like the end listing, relist kind of thing, but never just take them and sell them. Let me get through these cards so I can sleeve and check chat while we sleeve. There we are. All right, now I check through this wordings, make sure there's nothing weird like some kind of prize pack bullshit. I think we're good. Now we can sleeve them. Bro, how you been? Shane, can't complain. How you been? Been busy, always. Busy as hell. My goodness. I was actually going to make a video today about how busy I am and all the things that I have to do that's not listing cards. And then TCG Player announced the changes, and I was like, well, just kidding. That's the video idea for today. I will get back. So tomorrow's video is probably going to be about all the things I'm doing every day that is taking away from listing cards, but in a good way, you know, things that are a little bit more important. But can't figure out the pattern because I think it'll have it figured out. Then I'll know where common brilliant stars Shinx will sell. Yeah, that's why you gotta list everything, or that's why you gotta list a lot, because you never know what will sell. You think that'll never sell, and then it sells. You're like, okay, whatever. I don't know. Is Roka Sifter any good? I don't know. I don't have one yet, but I'm thinking it should be good. Once it gets here, I'll let you know. Definitely gonna be doing a lot of videos on it. What up, Steal the Moon? No. You can't say that. Steal the Moon. I literally was like, oh, what's up? I was about to say, what's up, Papa? That's Papa's line. Come on. But welcome, Steal the Moon. I'll be one. You'll be one what? Sorry, Logan. I forget already what I said. What's up, Christopher? What's up, Dusk? What are you up to? It's the Summer Slowies. That's an annual thing. Plus, you have to add the 30th celebration, so a lot of people are holding until then. Yeah. I think it could be a million different things. Change the price of the card based on its condition. Yes. You can change. You can set your prices based on condition. If you saw the Discord, but I got hit with an eBay account restriction this morning. Oh, why? Do you run a floor price on eBay? I do, $1.99. Why do you use card savers instead of top loaders? They seem to be better machinable. They're both machinable. It's just a preference. I think they look cleaner. I like them. I think that keeps the card safer. Everything about it just feels better to me. They don't slide out of the tops or the card savers either, so you don't have to worry about like any tape. Although I put a team bag in it anyway. But I just like it. I just prefer what it looks like and how it's presented. And I've always liked them, or ever since I've used them, I've always liked them over top loaders. So my man, how's it been listing sealed as trade bait? It never really, it's funny because I'm actually doing, I upped my, this is why I say you can get bulk anywhere. I upped my listing the other day. I hadn't relisted my listing on on Facebook Marketplace in forever, and I finally relisted it. Got like, I've already gotten like 6 messages since I've relisted it. One of them I'm doing tomorrow. I'm trading for a Mega Evolutions ETB, but I didn't even put the trade bait up in this one. I just talked about cash, and I got 6 people to message me, so. Now, 2 of those were just like, I've got 5 cards. We should meet up. And I'm like, no. But, you know, for every 6 you get 1 sale. That's pretty good. Or at least 1 person to sell you bulk. Never really worked that well for me, though, the trade bait thing. Cash has always worked better in my area, personally. But I haven't done a ton with the trade. If I had better stuff to trade, too, it'd probably be better. Like, if I had Prismatic Evolutions or, like, Destined Rivals ETBs or something, I bet I'd get a bunch of people messaging me about their bulk. But I had, like, The best ones I had were black and white ETBs, and those have already been sold, so. Apparently I've sold too much too fast and my account got flagged as a fulfillment risk, even though I've never shipped late. That's so annoying. Did you contact the eBay support? You get penalized by eBay algorithm when you end a sale listing and relist? No, I think you usually get a better bump. That's what a lot of people do. After 90 days, they'll delist their cards that got listed and then relist them, and it helps get it back in the algorithm. So, in fact, I just had a conversation with eBay. They had these like eBay seller like seminars with like each person, like an individual one-on-one, and the lady from eBay was like, "Are you delisting and listing as similar for your cards?" And I said, "Yeah," and they said, "Good, that helps a lot." Literally, eBay told me that it helps, so I trust that a lot. Misspray definitely has some issues trying to relist reverse hollow Chinese Blastoise, but keeps trying to set it up as hollow. Annoying. Interesting, McBride. Yeah, I've not done direct listings. I just do it through SourceSwift, so hopefully that's not happening on SourceSwift. Does SourceSwift allow you to upload Magic cards to Maniple using DC Player Market Price? Yes. Yeah, you can set which marketplace you want the prices to be based off of, and I use TCG Player as my base prices. You can set it to a different marketplace, though, if you want. Like, if you wanted to go based off of Manipool's prices, you can. But you don't have to. Had to start over. My old scanner left marks and scuffs, so I went through it all now, and I'm relisting with the 8170 just purchased. Hell yeah, Shane. Did you get those problems out of the 8170? Because the 8170 also does technically scratch stuff out of the box, typically, and you usually have to do some fandangling to make it not happen. Chris, I was looking to swap to SourceSwift to avoid multiple listings from batch to batch uploads, but didn't realize how expensive the monthly subscription was. Yeah, it's not the cheapest. Well, it depends on what you need it for, though, because you don't have to buy their, like, bundles. I think they need to redo their bundles. It's way too complicated. Their pricing is too complicated. You don't need their bundles. You can, I mean, realistically, if you're just listing on, like, eBay and Manipool, you just need the scans, and you can do the free scans, so you don't even need the scans. You need the scans if you want to do the premium scans, and you don't want to do the free scans. You need the eBay integration and wherever else you want to sync to. And then you need the inventory and auto pricing. I think it comes up to like $100 if you do it without the scans. It's like $100 a month, which isn't bad at all. But it is, I mean, it's obviously pricey, but like, it's very powerful for what you get. All right, LP. Now we're gonna force to print hollow foil because these are now hollow foils, and we are gonna go Fruities. We weren't the most consistent over the weekend with listing, but that's all right. We got a lot of other stuff done, so we're getting it going now. P48. This is what this is. All right. Hello, Lister Misters. There you go. I like that. Lister Misters. Would you list near mint cards as LP as a buffer against picky buyers? Fuck no. 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 Stop doing that, y'all. I think that's a terrible practice. Now, if you have a stack of cards and it looks like 90% of them are lightly played, then sure. The 10 extra cards aren't worth going through to try and pull out for near mint, especially if they're bulk cards. But don't just not have near mint cards because you were worried about 1 out of 50 buyers that might get picky. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. You'll lose a premium. It's not worth making sweeping changes based on that. I know people that do that. I think it's a bad business practice. List the cards in the condition that they are. I think that you will be fine 99.9% of the time. Maybe not that often, but you'll be fine probably 99% of the time. And then you'll have that one person bitch and moan, and you'll be fine. They'll bitch and moan. They were probably always going to bitch and moan no matter how good it was. So it's not worth catering to these jackasses that think that their near mint card should be PSA 10 the second they get it. But that's a good question. That's actually a very good question. I get a lot of people that ask that. Yeah, I've talked to a rep on the phone. My payouts are locked again until after each thing is delivered. That's so annoying, Dust. They say how long? Don, you missed everything. We actually found a $7 billion card in our bulk, and now we are retiring, and you'll never see me again. Trying to get a level 4 after being top rated on eBay is such a drag. Yep. You're over on TCG Player 2 now, Double. Yeah, fixed R, roller, and roller, 8170, nice. Perfect. You got fire inventory, though. You'll get there in no time. My order got here safe and sound. Oh, nice. One thing that I did not understand was the premium scans. What's the difference? It's just a little bit more accurate. That's really just it. It's just a little bit more accurate. Can you leave me feed so I can get to level 2? Been seeing a lot of your shorts content on Facebook lately. Yeah, he's killing it on the Instagram. He's been killing it on Instagram. I talked to him the other day. I said, you've been an inspiration for me. I need to get back to Instagram and need to be doing videos like him. He's getting killer views over there. I wish I liked Instagram. I just don't use Instagram. I wish I did because I think there's a lot of cool sellers making good content over there, but I just never been an Instagram guy. It's $123 for auto pricing, eBay, misprint integration, worth it for sure. Yep, there you go. That's not bad at all. What coupon setup has performed the best for you on eBay? Buy 2, get 1 free. Buy 3, 15% off. I didn't see much of a difference between the two, Twin, to be honest with you. It's hard to tell. I would just... Oh, I already went through these. What am I doing? I would just honestly try both out yourself and see which one works better for you. Because honestly and truly, the answer to that question is I have no idea. I think everyone has their own preference, and it's hard to tell what's like... You know, is there a right or wrong answer? Probably not, but, you know, it's definitely something that's asked a lot, and everyone kind of has their own preferences. Oh, nope, these are... Booster bundle, that's booster bundle. Booster bundle, booster bundle. Oh! Booster bundle. It's the wrong Oshawott. Sword and Shield, chew. Not the Cosmo Hollow. Wait, is it a Cosmo Hollow? Holy shit. 79. Are you a Cosmo Hollower? No, you're just a normal Hollower. Hello. It's just this. Yeah. You're not a Cosmo Hollow. You are a liar, sir. There we go. This is why I check the names. I check the bolded names to make sure there's nothing crazy with them. And longer words, like this one. Keldeo, you're not a Cosmo Hollow, you son of a bitch. 45, you're just a normal hollow. We ain't got Cosmo Hollows. Up in this. Up in here. And followed, nice, yep. Is my theory about you buying TCG Player true? It is, I bought them. I did, I bought TCG Player. I said, I'll give you $5, and they said, sold. They said, you're so damn good looking. Why we would have sold it to you for free. You're the sucker. We sold it to you for more than we would have been willing to take. The Phantom Foot reveal situation is crazy. Figured y'all would get a kick out of that. No time frame on the payout jail. Unfortunately, I'm hoping not very long. I did almost 13 Thursday, Sunday, and eBay spooked hard. That's crazy. That's so annoying. And yes, fan, I'm literally willingly losing money on purpose to try and get there, but people keep buying out inventory, and VX it only counts as one order. Yep, that'll do it. That'll do it. That's what they do. That was actually one of my complaints about TCG Player. That was a major complaint I had about TCG Players. Their new seller experience is often what you're experiencing right now. Thankfully, I have a level 4 account, but if I didn't, it would be really annoying to get to. Been that, done that. Yeah, of course, Twin. Yeah, sorry I can't help with that question specifically. I just don't know the answer. It's one of those things you got to try and mess with yourself. See what works for your store. Some people buy them to do lots. I got to level 4 in like 16 days last year by listing a bunch of cheap IRs, 5 to 18. Yeah. Yeah. That's a good way to do it. Can I stay for a few minutes? Congratulations, 10K subs. Hey, Obi-Wan, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Oh my God, the feedback is only updated once a day. What a crock of shit. Yep. Don't worry, it'll happen quick. It'll be quicker than you think. So are you having a different inventory? Well, you have to have a different inventory over there then. Because you can't, I know you use Sort Swift. I know you can't. Are you going to try and use their like sync device or whatever they have to try and sync between the two? Or are you just going to have 2 separate inventories? Pass with my listing saying booster bundle in the title because the eBay thinks I'm trying to sell a sealed product in the singles category. Oh, interesting. I don't think I've had that problem. Have you heard back on your CGC grades yet? I haven't. It's now been, today was the 21st business day, and I'm sad about it. I have not heard back. I know people that sent in stuff later than I did, and they got theirs back, but I've not heard of anyone that did a CGC submission as big as the one I've done in the time frame that I did it. So I'm hoping this week I will hear back. I really hope. I would think. You would think, but who knows? Knowing my luck, they probably lost it. They burned the cards. You know. Who knows? Who knows? Or anyone else? I need to make a decision. Is the Fujitsu scanner that much different from the Ricoh? Tony, they're both the same. Ricoh makes the Fujitsu scanner. Since most of us aren't brick and mortar, where is everyone else getting sealed? Probably locally, and they buy it for a percentage. What up, Phantom? I still can't believe that TCG Player staff finished washing their tights and did something. I'm pretty hyped. It's pretty cool. What do y'all think of the new change? I think at least it feels like TCG Player for the first time in a long time is moving in a good direction. But we'll see if this continues. And we'll see how long integrated shipping takes. You know, they say they're working on it. And I imagine they're not going to want to do a ton of refunds until they get integrated shipping. So something, or they didn't even say integrated shipping. They just said tracked envelope, which I don't know how they would do it without it integrated, unless they do some sort of eBay integration. But regardless, I think we're 2 months out. This is purely speculation, but I think we're 2 months out from integrated shipping. That's what I'm putting the time frame on. I think we get it in October. That's my guess. That's where I'm putting my money. But I have no idea. I don't have any inside information or anything, obviously. Did anyone else watch Retro's video comparing content creators and other sellers packaging? I was expecting to see fans. I know, I was too. I was sad. If Retro comes in here, I'd be like, bruh. But he was only buying from TCG Player people, so it made sense. And it's funny because he would have liked my packaging because I think he likes card savers, and that's what I ship in. I wanted to know what Retro thought about my shipping, damn it. I should just ship him something, and then he can just tell me. One thing that he was saying I didn't even think about, I don't do, is talked about shipping them on the other, like one end of the envelope. I always put mine in the middle. I'm like, maybe I need to put mine on the ends. I don't do that. That's the one thing I don't do. And I saw Cardinal does that, and that made me really want to do that. But I never have complaints about the way I do it, so I'm like scared to switch it up. I wanted to ask, are you listing all your Magic cards since they're cumbersome to sell in bulk, or are you sifting those too? I sift them. I sift them. Been listing my current inventory manually. SortSwift has a Chrome extension where you can send orders, so if it makes a sale while I'm at work, I make my wife go click the button. Oh, I gotcha. Yeah. And the biggest sale today, 23 card lot. What's funny is 22 Yu-Gi-Oh cards and 1 Misty Common Trainer. Nice. Hell yeah, Witch. That's pretty cool. Was it eBay or TCG Player? Welcome to Grading Purgatory. Yeah. Yeah, Don knows well about that. So the cheaper on it is. The cheaper on it is. The cheaper one it is. Yes, yes, yes. If you're talking about like the different ones, they're basically the same thing. I think there's some kind of like, I don't remember what they said. I saw something about like why it's different prices. One of them is like manufactured somewhere else, but they're both basically the same thing. I bought the cheaper one, and that's the one I'm talking about. So I'm confident that the one that you would buy, the cheaper one, is good. So take that for what it's worth. Oh, what am I doing? C2. Is this Tapu Fini? To Lapras. Lapras! Oh, hey man, congrats on the future new office. Been watching from almost day one. Your growth is impressive as hell. Hey, Kevin, thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate you being here from the OG days. Thank you. I'm excited to move in. I actually meant to call my dad today. Asked if there was anything moving or if he needs help with anything. Probably going to try and help as much as I can, but I don't have a ton of time, so it is going to be difficult. Maybe on the weekends I can try and help whatever needs to be done. In fact, I knew there was a bunch of stuff that needs to be moved out, so I was going to help him move stuff most likely if he needed help with that. So maybe do that this weekend. We'll see. I don't know what the plans are. Didn't get a chance to call him today. The new change is cool for big sellers. Does mean much for new people. Also, the shopping experience still sucks. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. They need to fix a lot of that. What is that? What is that? What is that supposed to be? What is that emoji? Unicorns? I don't know what the fuck is that? Any flying donkeys, maybe? Is that what that's supposed to be? What is that, Johnstone? I don't know what that emoji is. We gotta see a behind-the-scenes video. What the hell? Go away. Seen video on how machines run envelopes? Yeah, for real, though. For real. It was eBay. Nice, Witch. That's a great sale. Okay, I'm cool. I'm going to order one off eBay. Can get it for a decent deal. Nice. Hell yeah. Oh, the fact that PSA is so far behind on submissions, but they're going to be authenticating for eBay on any card over $200 now. Donkeys, yes. You said it was raining donkeys and I was dying. Yeah, flying donkeys. Sky wasn't falling, but we're still looking for them flying donkeys. What was I going to do? I was about to do something. Oh, grab a tab. No, wait, there's some over here. We just need the maca. There it is. Literally, I have everything I need right here. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. You're an idiot. P49. All right. Alrighty. Let us go through these. Yeah, I got 9 packages in the mail today. 9 bulk packages. That was a doozy going through and paying for. But I did the math. Our bulk buyer tomorrow is going to pay us a pretty penny. Wait, I haven't been checking if these are shit. Okay, I'm glad I went through. Okay, let me go back through these. I need to check to make sure they're not. It's probably literally the only one. Of course it is. Nope, I missed one. There, one. But our bulk buyer is going to be paying us 13 grand, ladies and gentlemen. That's going to feel real nice. hitting the old account. That's going to be real nice. I really should have separated these booster bundle ones. I'm going to do that from now on because this is annoying. Because it's not catching any of them. Hey, caught that one. Didn't catch that one. Gengar. In me mom's car. Dad had a card store too. It was my grandpa, but yeah. Yeah. My dad owned the sign shop. I straight up bought a Brico of Alibaba for just $5. It came with a European plug, so I had to swap that out, but it works perfect. That's crazy. Well, I'm glad it works. Any plans turning on memberships for the YouTube channel? Pro, I talked about doing them. I thought I was going to do it for my birthday, and I didn't. And the more I thought about it, the more I'm like, I don't love it. I don't have a reason. I don't have a really good reason not to do it. I mean, the reason I thought not to do it is because I was just like, I don't know. It just felt weird to me. There's nothing wrong with it. I don't think there's anything wrong with people turning on memberships. I think it's actually a good thing. And you should support your content creators. But it just felt weird to me the more I thought about it. And I probably overthought it. And now I don't do it because I've overthought it. And now I feel awkward trying to go back and doing it. You know, I don't know. It's stupid. I should turn them on, but never did. And I don't know. It just felt weird to me that like a lot of the people that watch my channel are like new sellers. And it's like, I'd rather you spend the $5 and like, I don't know, do something better with it. I don't know. And that's stupid because like people want to support and show their support and there's nothing wrong with that. I don't know. I overthought it and I convinced myself not to do it. Copyright date. What the fuck? 2021 copyright date. Why does it say that? Huh. It's this one. Just do that. No, that's not it. Okay. Maybe it's because it's... I don't know. I don't know why it says copyright date like that, but okay. Sure. All right. Have you ever did eBay promotions before? Yeah, I do 3%. 3.1% technically. $13,000. Yeah, that's nice. Is what percentage of the new cards of the new card scanner sorter? I mean, that's not profit, so so you have to take a big chunk of that for profit. I mean, the new sorting machine is going to cost. It's a $30,000 machine. They are helping me out, and it's not going to cost $30,000 since I'm selling them. And you know, maybe there's even a potential where I can get enough people that are looking into it to buy one. Using, you know, like while saying like, hey, Phantom told me about the Fizz batch and showed me it, and that's convinced me, so I'm calling in to buy my own, you know, and if enough people do that, I can actually get it paid for. So, I don't know. All things considered, though, worst case scenario, I think it's going to cost me, like, close to, like, $25,000. I don't know the exact amount. So, $13,000 would be a little less than half, or a little more than half of that. But, it's normally a $30,000 machine, and $13,000 is certainly not $13,000 of profit. I had to pay for those bulk cards, so probably the profit margin on that's probably like really conservatively like 20%. So whatever 20% of 13,000 is, $2,600. $2,600. And that'll pay for a month's worth of a Fizz batch, which that was done in 2.5 weeks. So I will take it. That is going to be how my Fizz batch gets paid off, honestly, is the bulk coming in the mail. Ever any issues for orders $100, but buyers like to open a claim for cards that are $2? Yep. Yep. So restarted my TCG account 3 months ago. Went from 1,800 to 8,300 listings manually. So thought on Scanner versus Roka. Oh, it's hard to tell because the Roka's not out yet. I mean, you would chaos sort at that point. If you're not one to chaos sort, there's no, in my opinion, there's not much of a benefit to a scanner. I don't think. I'm trying to think of what that would be. We don't know the limitations also of the Roka sifter and how good it's going to be. I imagine it's not going to be terribly accurate for Pokemon, so the scanner's probably going to be better in using something like Card Uploader or Sort Swift. So it's really up to you. I wouldn't trust the sifter to be terribly accurate like these other platforms are. So you might spend a lot of time just like correcting the scans. So, and if you can't pull the scans off the sifter, which I don't think we can, then yeah, it's just hard to tell. It's not out yet, so it's so hard to tell. So how is Sort Swift at identifying the expensive cards? It's pretty good. Pretty damn good. Happy Monday, everyone. Tiendo. Happy Monday. How's your Monday going? So don't want us to pay for the new sifter? You don't want us to pay for your new sifter? You don't want us to pay for new... Oh, yeah. With the $5 a month, it would take a lot of you... It would take a lot of you to pay for that new Fizz batch. Let's see. If my monthly payments are $2,000, how many members would I have to have? If I did $5 memberships, I don't even... What do you get for memberships for YouTube? Is it half or is it... It's more than half, isn't it? Isn't it like 75% or something like that? Let's just say it's half. I'd have to have 800 members. Nearly 10% of you would have to be a member on the channel. I don't think that's happening. I don't think that's going to happen. I guess you can do merch in a custom Fortress shirt similar to what you wear. Would be cool. That would be kind of cool. That would be really cool. I don't know how I could really get around that, to be honest with you. I don't want to get in trouble. I mean, I was looking at this. I bought this. My wife bought this shirt the other day. And she said she bought it on TikTok Shop, and TikTok Shop is sketchy. Anyway, but I was thinking about, it's like, man, what if I did do a shirt like this and sold it? Because people ask me about these shirts all the time. But like, I was looking at like Bulbasaur, because Bulbasaur has their own shirt. And it's Bulbasaur, but it's like a derpy Bulbasaur, so I think that's how they get around it. But I don't know. How would you sell a Fortress shirt? It wouldn't be called Fortress. It'd be like purple shirt. You know I wouldn't be able to put the name in it and make it like Derpy Fortress. And does that cover me or something? I just don't want the Pokemon Company coming after me. People always talked about doing like ABL shirts, like always be listing shirts. That could be kind of fun. But I mean, is it really worth doing merch? I don't even know. I don't know. If people would want it, I don't know, though. It'd be fun. Do you sell worldwide? Technically? Through eBay? Technically, Eduardo. What's the point of the 3.1% instead of 2, the minimum? Honestly, I don't know. That's just what I do. I think I heard someone that said they do 3.1% or 3%, and I was like, oh, I'm going to do a tad bit better than them, 3.1%. And that's what I stuck to. I have never messed with it. Same with the coupon. I don't know the answer, unfortunately. I don't know. The answer to that is, because that's what I set it up as when I first started. That's as good as I can give you. That means there's probably room for experimentation, and you might need to see what works for your store over mine. Time to start a GoFundMe to pay off the Fizz batch. Yeah. The Fizz batch will pay itself off. That's totally fine. The Fizz batch will make me more than enough money to pay itself off. Right now, I'm taking in bulk. And the amount of time that I would have to spend to sift through the bulk that I'm bringing in would take too much time. So I'm not sifting anything that I have. Or at least mostly not sifting. Actually, no, I'm not sifting anything right now. Now, if there's some like reverse holos and holos that are yellow borders, sure, I'm taking those out. You know, I'm not sifting any playables. I'm not sifting any like specific cards that I might want. The Fizz batch being able to do that with the bulk that's coming in the door will more than pay itself. Like it's going to pay itself off really quickly. To be higher than everyone that does the bare minimum. Yep. The Sword are welcome. The Sword, you were talking in the Oh, in my comment section, I was going to ask you. I didn't get a chance. How is the eBay? Because I know you said you're a list everythinger. My question, because I'm always curious about list everythingers, that I've never really saw someone's eBay with a list everythinger to see how they do. How much sales are you doing per month? And are you getting those eaten alive in fees with the list everythinger? I was always curious about that. Love the idea of list everything. Wouldn't do it. Don't suggest it, but it's a very tempting idea for sure. The idea of selling something that doesn't really sell for much on eBay sounds really appealing, but I would never do it. I don't suggest doing it, but I do like hearing from those that do it because those are some hardworking motherfuckers, that's for sure. Uniclus. These are holofoil P50 LP. Identify. Or one member 800 times. There you go. Yeah, someone just needs to gift me 800 members every month. That'd be easy. ABL shirt, let's go. Yeah, that would be fun. Technically, you need 60-ish members for 12 months. Well, no, because that would be monthly fee. That's how much it costs per month. So, no, I would need 800 members for 12 months for that. Clown shoes, sell us clown shoes. Yes. Our ABLs, if we ever sell an ABL shirt, we have to add clown shoes somewhere on the shirt. Japanese cards are the best. Really hard to tell. It just depends on the market for you, Eduardo. I pay $7 a day for store ads, and it seems to be working so far. Oh, nice. I've never done like the ads themselves. Calling it now. Very shortly, you're going to make a video where you announce you are quitting your job. Screenshot this comment. Thank you, Kevin. Not shortly. No. Not very shortly. I don't see me quitting my job in the next year. My job, I love my job. So I love my job. I love the people I work with. My job's easy. It's work from home. Very chill. I don't see me going anywhere. And I like the security of a full-time job. This all goes to zero. I still have a job. Think of getting the Fujitsu scanner on Amazon. Do you think the big difference is between new and used? It's just hard to tell with how used, Gilbert. I don't trust a used product that often, personally. I'm not saying that just because I'm trying to get you to use my link. I don't care if you use my link or not. I don't care if you buy one or not. Personally, though, I just don't trust when I buy used things because I don't know how used it is and how much of an issue I'm going to run into, and if the issues I'm running into are that of a normal piece of hardware or that is because it's used. So I personally don't trust used, but I know there are plenty of people that have bought used Fujitsu scanners and have been happy with their purchase. So that all to say, if you want to buy used and you think it'll be better for you, then by all means. By all means, buy one on eBay, get it cheaper. Do what you need to do to make it work. Do what makes sense for your heart. This always makes me want to play some Animal Crossing whenever I listen to Animal Crossing. Can you guys hear the music? Can you hear the Animal Crossing music? Is it playing loud enough to where you can even tell what's going on? Or is it too quiet? Love playing me some Animal Crossing music, though. It's always so chill. I miss the GameCube. Animal Crossing. That shit was my jelly and my jam. The new ones are fun, but like... The DS one was the best one, though. And it's not close. Wild World? That shit. So many hours. So many hours. Quitting your job to concentrate on business, of course? Yes, of course. Yeah. You have to set it up properly to not get destroyed by fees, but it can be done. Also, you have to pay for higher than the basic store sub. For what now, Kat? For the store ads? Are your niche it could work out? Lugia's didn't specialize in only Japanese cards. Yeah. And if you're a US seller, and you say you're a US seller when you're selling Japanese cards, that's a big benefit too. I've bought a used Fujitsu scanner from 2009. There you go. Not gonna lie, I used your link to get the scanner and used one. Not gonna lie, I used your link to get the scanner and a used one popped up for 560. It's been golden. Good. Hell yeah, Killa. I'd prefer you do that. Buy a used one if it works better for you. Absolutely. With limit, 11,000 commons, uncommons, 11,000 hollows, versatile. With our inventory system, it works. If you have a very unorganized system, you can run easily. 7,000 to 8,000 sales a month at 4.5k net. Wow, so you lose like half your profit net. How many orders are you doing a day, Disorder? Are you still getting the Roka Sifter? Yes, I am. Yep. Haven't heard back from when it's going to happen, when it's going to ship, but I am. Animal Crossing Pokopia? Yeah. I didn't like Pokopia, but I didn't really play it. I literally played it for like 2 minutes and then didn't play it. It's not a kind of game that I like. I like the more openness of Animal Crossing. Not that Pokopia isn't open. It's just a little bit more like, I don't know. I prefer Animal Crossing. In this bee. What up, Kevin? How is Gale Darkness going? Haven't played it since we played it. Actually, I played it a little bit after. But it's hard for me to sit down and play a console game. I've been playing a lot of RuneScape when I've been video gaming, which isn't very often. But I've gotten back into RuneScape, so that's taking up all my video game time. But I need to get back to playing it. It's just hard for me to sit down upstairs and play a console game. If it was on my Switch, I'd be playing it nonstop, which it is on the Switch, but not a, I want the physical thing, you know? For list everything? Oh, I gotcha. Also have to pay higher than the basic store sub. Yeah. For sure. That makes sense, Kat. Sucks that the Fujitsu isn't part of the Amazon's creator connection. You could get an extra 10% commission on top of the standard 4%. Yeah, that would be nice. I'm well treated. I'm not gonna complain. I make good money through the Amazon affiliates, so I'm not gonna complain too much. This is definitely not a Cosmo Hollower. 105. There we go. All right. Those are good. We've done 300 now. We just got to sleeve these and we'll be done with... No, 400. This is our 400th. Now we're getting to Cosmo Hollows, though, and that'll be interesting because I've not... We're getting into the more, like, specific niche cards, and I've not done too much with these on SwordSwift, so you guys are going to learn it alongside me, some of the more, like, complicated to list cards, like Master Ball Hollows, Pokeball Hollows. I've got a bunch of Cosmo Hollows in this, and a few other things, so it'll be interesting to see how well these list. Also, I bought penny sleeves from a different company, and they're so much better. The numbered penny sleeves, I bought I used to buy from that other guy. I hated his penny sleeves. These are so nice. So much better. I like these way better. How much does making top seller drop the eBay fees? It's basically like 1%. It's 10% of the final fees. So it comes out to essentially 1%. So nothing like huge, but it's nice to have. Do you think you'll ever get into Lorcana? Nope. Nope. I actively dislike Disney. I do not like Disney. I just don't. Never have. Probably never will. I don't every time I watch this Disney movie, I'm like, I was entertained, but I do not like Disney. I just don't care. And so I doubt I'll ever get into a Lorcana. It's one of those things that like One Piece to me is cool. And I've always would like to get into One Piece, but it's so daunting. But I like it. Riftbound. Love League. Played it for years. Actually, I just opened a Riftbound booster box recently, and I got a good pull. I'm going to grade it. But yeah, no, I don't care about Lorcana in the slightest, so I doubt I'll ever get into it. But if just you on eBay, 135, honestly very good so far. Gonna ride it till the wheels fall off. There you go. There you go, Naren. Yeah, I think that's my brother-in-law did. He bought a 7160. Or Star Wars Unlimited, even less interested in Star Wars Unlimited. Well, maybe not less, but I opened some Star Wars Unlimited before, and I hated the card stock. It felt super cheap to me, and I think the cards look super... I'm not a fan of the cards, the way they look, and I wasn't interested in it, and I was like, no. So probably not. I'm not going to say never, but I'm so occupied with Pokemon and Magic that it's already hard enough for me to add a new game. And if I did add a new game, it would be Riftbound or One Piece or Gundam or some kind of Bandai product probably before I ever went to Yu-Gi-Oh! I would do Yu-Gi-Oh! Before I would probably do that. I'm not terribly interested in those, so probably not for me. The free scans miss a lot of those. Yeah. Drop the link for the numbered sleeves. I got you. I got you. No, it's too long. My God, YouTube, what the hell? There. Very nice. I like them a lot. All right, let me get you up. Yeah, where are you going? Getting number sleeves now? Yeah, I posted that. Oh my God, y'all are going too fast. I almost started up a whole side thing when you first mentioned how bad the numbered penny sleeves were, and I got a few cards from Lugia's Den with them. Did you not do it, Kat? How's it going, guys? What up, Dark Lotus? What do you think about all the hype with OSR's TCG content? I don't like the look of the card. I'm so stupid. I didn't really care for the hype around the TCG. I thought it was cool at first, but then I was just like, nah. It's kind of boring. I don't know. I never did it. I should try it. I should download the... Because it's just like a plugin, right, on OSRs? I should try it. I might like it. I don't know. How do you identify valuable cards like Hilda? It's common card, and I have tons of bulk. Just finding them in the bulk, going through them, and pulling them out. If you're talking about like how to find the other ones that are valuable, just go on TCG Player and sort by commons and uncommons, sort by price with each set, and figure out which ones are playable, or which ones are more expensive. Does it take a while to get top seller on eBay? It takes, like, if you're just starting a brand new account, I think you can't get it in 3 months, so it takes at least 3 months. But yeah, it does take a bit. Wait, you work a full-time job and this is your side hustle? For some reason, I thought you did this full-time. Nope, this is my side hustle, Chris. Yep, I do this on the side. Still the side hustle. I wouldn't, like, it just scares me for this to be a full-time job because then I have to pull money out of this to pay for my living, which is terrifying because I'm reinvesting everything right now. So I mean, I'm going to milk the full-time job as long as I can. I like it, and it doesn't feel terribly like work to me. I really enjoy it. So to me, I don't see a reason to get into, to give it up yet. Just got done listing the first 5 sets of Lorcana each player. I actually really enjoy sorting the cards. Good art. Yeah, honestly, to be fair, I haven't looked at the art that much. It isn't about the expensive. It isn't that expensive to get decent penny sleeves, so cutting cost to sell numbered penny sleeves is absolutely wild. Yeah. 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 Main account gets 100 to 200 orders plus 40 to 100 on our second account, including bad bulk returns. We were doing 12 to 14,000 months in sales, 8,000 month net profit. Damn, that's pretty cool. That's a lot of work, but hey, if you're making it work, that's awesome. Wait, what were you saying? We were doing? Why is it down now? This order? Remember we buy these at 10 per 1,000 cards and 20 to 30 for 1,000 foils. Oh yeah, you're getting good margins. Thanks for all the content. When you get the Roka Sifter, is it going to replace your scanner? Or do you think both are going to be part of the process? Both will be part of the process, at least for Pokemon, because I need the scanned images. But I'm going to get the Fizz Batch. I'll be honest, the Fizz Batch is probably going to completely nullify the Sifter. There might be something I can do with the Sifter alongside the Fizz Batch, but eventually, I mean, the Fizz Batch can just do so much more. So I probably will just end up giving the Sifter to my brother, or my brother-in-law, or somebody, or I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Maybe I can get them both to work. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe it'll be better at doing Pokemon, and I'll use the Sifter for Pokemon and Fizz Batch for Magic. I have no idea. I have no idea. But the Fizz Batch is going to be making me Pokemon bundles, what's the word I'm looking for? Like bulk bundles. So I just don't. I don't know. There's so much in the air. It's hard to tell. Holy cow! I need to catch up with chat because that was like 10 minutes ago. I sent that, and I've. Okay, I need to start listing Lorcana One Piece. I have a bunch. I just need to list Sift and list. Yeah, I need to list a bunch of One Piece. How much do you want to bet the TCG player thing is? Everyone calm down, don't leave. We're trying to fix this. I don't know. I don't know if I'm that skeptical. Just my bulk count. We're at 330 sales, 109 net profit. We're at 330 sales, 109 net profit, 111 quantity sales today, and only 230. Wow, that's awesome. How many listings did you say you had Disorder? How many do you have listed? I always thought the same thing about Magic cards, just felt cheap to me, but I'm trying to get into it. Yeah, I like Magic cards, but yeah, I can see what you mean. I'm listing an Alolan Ninetales right now. What's a Water Web Hollow? It's probably just the normal reverse hollow, right? I don't know. If I get my rebuild done, I'm thinking of kicking eBay back on for One Piece. Still a ways out, but something I'm definitely eyeing for the future. Yeah. Not a bad idea. Oh, I locked down a bulk deal with the local game store. I vend it once a month. Super excited. Hell yeah, that's awesome, Dark Lotus. That's a great pickup. When you can pick up locally from the game stores, they get some good-ass bulk. Especially if they don't sift it. Is it going to be sifted or they don't deal with it? Finally started selling on eBay. Learned the hard way with the correct shipping and not paying an arm and a leg for ground advantage. Some of your mistakes when first started listing. See, I wasn't making mistakes like that, Nick, only because I had listed and sold on TCG Player for years prior. Not 4 years. Years prior, I was listing on TCG Player. So I kind of knew my way around shipping and knew I had to keep my prices low in that regard. I mean, early on, I wasn't paying attention to scan lines and the scanned images, so my scans were bad. I wasn't paying attention to... Oh, man, what else was I not doing? I don't think I was doing ad fees at all for a while. Then I added 3%. That helped. Trying to think of any other beginner mistakes I was making. I was going to try and list on eBay and TCG Player, and eventually I was like, screw that, I'm just doing one. That was a big mistake I made. Would you consider getting your brother on for a future podcast? Probably not. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if he'd be interested. That's not really his thing. Maybe. Why don't you profit share with your brother? Because my brother, I'm paying my brother. I'm paying him hourly, and I'm putting in about 99% more time in this business than he is. Maybe in the future I will, but he's not he's working like 5 or 6 hours a week. Someone who works at a store, they probably don't sift it. Yeah. There do seem to be a lot of ifs to the TCG Player thing, so much that it sounds like an insurance company trying to get out of paying anything. I mean, the fact that they are paying for any mistakes that are caused, I feel like they're going to feel that a lot. Like a lot. If they're going to insure basically the packages, essentially is what they're doing. So I think in my mind, they're going to look to get track shipping as soon as possible because they don't want to keep paying that for a long time. I could be wrong with that, but to me, that felt different. 80-20? My brother doesn't work 20% of the business. The thing is, my brother just started working for me, too. I pay him well. He's well paid. And we pick up 4,500 cards a week, all Magic the Gathering, and they package, sifted, anything under $3. They're bulk priced at trade-ins. And that's where they're bulk pricing for trade-ins. I gotcha. That's pretty good. Are you paying him with RuneScape GP? Yeah, if he played, but he doesn't play. He never got into RuneScape. I tried to get him into RuneScape. One time we played RuneScape 3, and it's actually fun. We did a lot of dungeoneering, but he never really stuck with RuneScape. He didn't grow up with it like I did. My brother's 10 years younger than me, so he didn't grow up with the same video games as I did. You're going to laugh. We just started this system 2 months ago, and we're at 5.5K listings, 18,000 18.5 quantity. How long does it take to pull 200 quantity orders? 20 to 30 minutes, keeping a secret for now. Oh, nice. Hell yeah. So nothing crazy unless they spike after package, but hey, you never know. They have 10, 2,200 packs ready for me as of now. That's awesome. That's great. Any word on when TCG is going to allow new sellers? No. Are they still not allowing new sellers? I didn't know that. I knew they were, but I didn't know they still were. I know nothing. I know as much as y'all know. That got pinged to me in the Discord today about the update that happened today. I literally know as much as you guys know, so it's all news to me. When you guys hear it, I hear it. I ain't got the inside scoop. Your system is key to this business if you're looking to do long-term. I've been in eBay for 7 years. Nice. In my head, Lore, your brother is Craig Stillman. I don't know. Wait, who's Craig Stillman? Who the fuck is Craig Stillman? I'm not even seeing it. Oh, Craig. Oh, yes, Craig. I was like, who's Craig? Okay. Yes. Okay. I didn't know his last name. Craig. Yes. Yes. Absolutely. That's hilarious. No, that is not my brother. That's funny. Yes, Craig. We love Craig, but it is not Craig. Steve from TCG Player said never. Never what? Oh, new sellers? Yeah. How much money are you sitting aside for the Naruto TCG? $1. Still not been checking for a couple weeks now. That's crazy. Is it better to have 3 eBay accounts doing 500 than 1 doing 1,500? Just do 1. There's never... I don't know a reason. Disorder, you were talking about having 2 different eBay accounts. I did it so I could test things, but I think there's no benefit to having more than 1 eBay store. I don't know the benefit, but... Selling for a year. I mean, I definitely think it's better to have 1 account doing 1,500 than 3 doing 500. And I've been selling for a year now between eBay and Manapool, but you've helped out immensely, man. Hey, hell yeah, Darkless, I appreciate it. No sellers is the only reason I didn't order the sifter yet. Oh, interesting. You don't know him? I do know him, Parody. Yeah, we had him on the podcast. I don't know if you're joking. I thought I didn't know him. I didn't know him by his full name. I thought it was like I thought you were talking about some kind of like celebrity or something. Hey man, how easy is it to convert your eBay inventory to SourceSwift? I'm currently doing it right now, T-Wolf. It depends on how you have it currently. How do you currently have your inventory, T-Wolf? What up, Jet? I have to pee, but we're gonna get this one uploaded. Okay, this one. This is the start of a very convoluted. So this has Master Ball Hollows. I don't know why I showed you that as if you're supposed to know. Cosmo Hollows stamped cards. This has McDonald's promos. This has Radiant cards. This has normal cards. This has Reverse Hollow Holland Phantoms. This has all kinds of cards. Cracked Ices. So many different cards. So I wrote them all down of what is in what order. I put them in a relatively decent order. So I will just get these uploaded and I'm just going to see how they fare on SourceSwift. So we are not going to force print. We're just going to identify and we're going to see what happens. And we're going to go through and see us how long it's going to take. Now we do have this. I have to go to Google Docs. I have it saved of what everything is and what... here it is. So Aromatisse to Fez, Master Ball. That's these two. Then Klefki to Cinderace is stamped cards. So these are all stamped cards. Then Hydreigon to Skeledirge is McDonald's. These are all near mint. And then Claydol to Raiden Alakazam is normal. And then you go to LP, MP, HP, all that. So that's all in this stack. It's going to take us a while, but figure it out. Keep the great content. Hope you do a weekly update video on the progress of your office. Cards and decks. That would be fun. Once it gets started, yeah, I probably will. That's a good idea. And I probably will. Your deaf boomer, you had him on your pod like 2 weeks ago. I know. I know. Literally wasn't that long ago. I'm sorry. I forget easily. We love Craig. We love Craig. Craig's a good guy. I have to... Full Moon Games, it feels like you're trying to get me on like a D's Nuts joke, and I'm not going to fall for it. I don't know what that means, but I feel like that's some sort of D's Nuts joke. Or like saying that out loud somehow turns it into something inappropriate, so I'm not going to read that. I watched a lot of gameplay nerds who went to Gen Con to play Naruto. A lot of them were excited about how much like old Yu-Gi-Oh! It felt. I heard. So funny enough, we just interviewed A Drive for his. Wait, where are the cards? Oh, they're over there. A Drive's new game. You guys should watch that podcast. It was actually a really fun podcast to record. Alestrals, and I went into a shop that literally mostly does Yu-Gi-Oh! And the person that talked to me that was really hyped about Alestrals was like, it plays like old Yu-Gi-Oh! And that's why I love it. I'm like, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So I'm kind of hyped about that, to be honest. I need to try it out. A-Drive's actually sending me a care package too, which is cool. Really nice of him. I'm excited to open that. Man, manual listing on eBay and trying to find a way to easily move that to source without having to do manual entry. Yeah. So if you're doing manual listings, T-Wolf, then it'll be a lot quicker. If you're new to this, I would probably look into Card Uploader actually. It might be a little better for you if you're brand new. SourceSwift is great too if you want to learn it and like really get the most out of it. But SourceSwift or Card Uploader is a little easier to jump into it first, and it's cheaper. Going for you, you're just going to keep it to sealed product? No. I'm going to be doing all of my cards and everything. Said you had to P, so I have to QRST. PQRS. Oh. Nailed it. Nailed it. Nailed the joke. Yeah, no, the website's going to have everything. Let me tell you. As I walk downstairs to go pee, I'm going to tell you. I'm not going to bring you in the bathroom, I promise. Well, I shouldn't promise that because maybe I will. So the way that my website is, oh, I'm so excited for my website. It's going to be a place where you can submit for your bulk submissions, like all the things that I'm doing through my Discord through bulk. It's going to be on the website. I'm super excited about it. There's going to be a dashboard and everything. It's going to be pretty cool. I'm pretty excited about it. Lots of cool stuff. You can trade. You can use it to trade in everything. You want to talk to the chat as you color? You got to describe how you're coloring. Your coloring ways.
How to color.
With Elise. Intent.
Yeah, just vibing. Get some coloring ASMR while you wait for Christopher.
some coloring ASMR. Hope you guys enjoyed the coloring ASMR. Kevin, it's not time. I'm sorry. It ain't even close to time. But yeah, I'm excited about the website. It'll be pretty cool. Lots of fun things that are getting done. But it'll be a few weeks, I think, until we launch it, so it ain't terribly close. First double-digit order day today. My IRL friend thinks I'm crazy, but now I have 12,000 items. That is all free inventory. That's awesome, Mile High. Hell yeah. Was it on eBay or TCG Player? It's the alphabet P. No, I understand. I finally got it. Oh, wow, really? I love the idea of auto pricing and auto updating that SourceSwift has to offer. Roughly 2,000 listings at the moment. Yeah, it is really nice that they can do all that. For sure. For sure. All right. Now, the Master Ball pattern. Yes. This is also the Master Ball pattern. Yes. All right. It did catch the stamp, but it didn't catch it as Cosmo. This is the stamped version. No. No. Okay, we need to find Kingdra EX. But we need to find the stamped vision. There it is. All right, that is the stamped version. Stamped, boom. Stamped, boom. Okay, this one's weird. Cinderace stamped, boom. Boom, okay, McDonald's, boom! McDonald's promo, McDonald's promo, McDonald's promo, McDonald's promo, McDonald's promo. All right, McDonald's promos are easy. Oh, these got marked as lightly played. These are all near mint, so I need to go back. Is there an easy way, you sort Swifters, is there an easy way to, this is not a McDonald's promo. It is a weird one, though. It's like a, it's not 30, it is 38. Okay, it's this one? Is it this one? Or is it this one? It's this one, okay. For you sort Swifters, how do I change, is there a way to select all these and change the condition of the cards? Because I have a really weird time trying to do that, and I was having to go through each one and change it individually. But I'm sure there's a better way to do that. Okay, this is the... There it is. Classic Collection, yes. Radiant Serena. Hey, Kangaskhan EX. Put the correct one. Yep. Wait. 104. Yep. Radiant Alakazam, not the stamped version. All right. Wait, go back. That should be Holler. This one, I got to figure out how to do... Wait, this is Dragon Frontiers. It should be... That's not showing the stamp. Okay, let me catch up. eBay and Manapool, I'm new, so I'm locked out of TCG. I gotcha. Yep. That's pretty good. Is Alestral's Frostfall any good? Was that one of the ones we opened? Wait, that's the new one that's coming out, right? The Frostfalls is their new set? I'm not sure. I haven't had it yet. Who wants Phantom anyway? That's right. In staging, just go in staging and bulk update condition. Yeah, but then I have to go. You can't do it here. They need to do that. If the whole batch is one condition, you can do it in staging. It's not. That's the problem. Select all, and there should be a button in the bottom left. Oh, here? Oh, yeah. Well, I don't want to select it all and do it. So if I select these, update selected. Oh, thank you. Okay. I figured there was a way. All right, we'll get through all the cards and then do that. But Delta Species, Reverse Hollow, 47. Is this correct? I want to make sure this is EX Dragon Frontiers. It seems right, but I don't know why the stamp isn't there, but I'm assuming it doesn't matter. That 27.99 looks right, though. This is Blossom Reverse Hollow Foil. That's correct. Dugong Gong Gong. Reverse Hollow. Dragonair, Reverse Hollow. God damn, that's a $94 card. That's crazy. You are Pokemon League Championship card. Is that what that is? That looks like it, yep. Pokemon League, Pokemon League, Pokemon League. Gyarados. You are Reverse Hollow. I love the Hollow and Phantom cards. Delta Species, EX Delta Species. That looks correct. 2 out of 113. So the question is, how do I know if this is Reverse Hollow or Hollow? Because this Crobat is one of the confusing ones. The Crobat is Hollow, and then the border is Hollow. Does that mean it's Reverse Hollow or Hollow? I think the new one is Firestorm. Oh, yeah. The first set, I don't know. I bet it's good. I don't know. Glad to be able to help you for once. Yes, thank you, Jackson. So what's the big benefit of Source Swift or Cardapult? I just got into Cardapult and love it. Cardapult is great. Source Swift is better if you want to really scale and do a lot of different things. It's got auto pricing, so you don't have to price your cards yourself, and you can set different, very extensive amount of rules. It's got an inventory system, like a full inventory system. It's got the ability to cross list to mana pool, card trader, misprint, a bunch of other platforms, maybe one day TCG player, bunch of different things. So it's just got a lot of features. Jackson, your message got retracted, unfortunately. Okay, let me check. Crobat 2 of 113. Crobat 2 of 113. How do I know if it's reverse hollow? That's not going to help me. Let's just check eBay. And I'm sure eBay will tell me. This is saying hollow. Let's look for a reverse hollow. Reverse hollow. Okay, I think the reverse hollows have the stamps, right? If it's reverse hollow, it'll have the stamp. I think that's how that works, right? Pretty sure that's it. Do we know the return policy on the new Sifter by TCG Player? Ooh, I don't know. I don't know that one. Okay, it is hollow foil. We're going to assume that it is hollow foil. I think that's correct. Okay. Hakamor is the cracked ice. Pikachu, Jesus Christ, 35. The cracked ice. Inteleon, cracked ass. Noivern, cracked ass. Cracked ass? Where's the... Huh. I don't think it's the deck exclusive. It must be. Doesn't have the cracked ice, so it must be that one. Noivern crack. Whatever, that's fine. Schmeargle is the McDonald's promo. That looks correct. 15 out of 15, yep. 3 out of 15, 5 out of 15, 3 out of 15, 3 out of 15, 15 out of 15, 11 out of 15, 11 out of 15, 10 out of 15, 12 out of 12, 2 out of 2. This is the General Mills, I think, version. I think this is the General Mills Pikachu. It is. It is indeed. It's this one. Yep, and it's got the stamp. 15, 12. I think it's just Cosmo Hollow, right? Is that what this is? What are you? No, you are not. You are General Mills. Satitan, 123. All right, Bronzong. You're then. This is a hollow. Bronzong. It's hollow foil. You are Claydol. You are the reverse hollow version. All right. You mentioned in your video today about the pricing of the Leafeon. I think for like 25, and it would have been better for you to sell it next time. What is your floor for Bubble Mailer? Like 20, in theory, like 28. Weird spot between 20 and 20 where nothing sells over. Yep. Yep. $28, $29 is where you're really going to want to price it either at $20 or $28. You don't really want to be in that in between. What's the sparkly overlay on some of the card images means that it's hollow? Yep. You're a deck exclusive. Well, thank you. Thank you. You shouldn't have. Made 4 sales today. It's the small victories that count. Hell yeah, Scott. That's awesome. What sold? So were all these cards you're sorting right now found in bulk or some from collections? Some of them are from collections. Like this was definitely from a collection. I bought a bunch of Delta Species, like Dragon Frontiers cards from somebody. Gorgeous cards. Very expensive collection. I bought some really, really good cards. I already paid off this collection like a long-ass time ago. Was an excellent collection to pick up. Sold gangbusters. Holy shit. This is like... This is one of my best pickups ever because these sell really, 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 really well on eBay. These sold so well for me, and I sold them for such a premium. I bought them for like 70% of market or 70. I think it was 75% of market, and I sold them for so much over market. It's crazy. The biggest card sold for like 30 or 40% over market. It was fucking disgusting. Delta Species. All right. White Kyurem to Solgaleo is cracked ice. 102. It must be this one then. Yeah. Then you are cracked ice. You are... what are you? What are you, Beartick? You seem like you should be cracked ice, but that doesn't make sense. These take so much. This is why I didn't list these much, because they take so long to list. Holy cow. Yeah, this is like a cracked ice. 30 of 98 Cosmo. There it is. Cracked ice. There we go. Wash Rotom. Rising Rivals. Yeah, it's the crazy looking one. RT5, sure. That's a $51 card. Holy shit. Heliolisk is the Flashfire version. Lunala is cracked ice. There we go. Now we're on Solgaleo, which is also cracked ice. That one, yep. Cloth is 11, 2, 11. It's definitely not a full-size card. SM1. It's a McDonald's Pro or more. No, it's not. Where is it? Is it this one? No. Is it this one? No. Is it this one? No. Yes. No. No. SM1. Oh, is it down at the bottom? Sometimes. Yeah, there it is. There it is. There she is. Oh, is it a General Mills? No. Wait. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It is a General Mills product. You are... What are you? You are a Holler. E-Series Value Pack. God, that card is gorgeous. It's the reverse holo version. Because it has the stamp. Platinum. God, that's a gorgeous card too. 157. It's going to be... Where is it? Hello? What the hell? Oh, it's probably... Yeah, there it is. Okay. This is the reverse holo, which means... Yeah. Or wait, no, it's the Burger King. There it is. It's the Burger King. That's a McDonald's. That's correct. Correct. 26. Palkia must be the reverse holo. Or wait, is it this? No, it's definitely not that. I wish it was that. No, it's Cosmo Holo. It's that one. Okay. It's a weird spot on eBay. It was easier on TCG to sell those. But not having tracked really was the deal breaker for me. I'm glad they have a solution coming, but for not having 7 sales is scary. Yeah. Master Ball Reverse Holos, base set cards that were heavily played in Pokeball Reverse Holos. Nice! That's awesome, Scott. 1,000 sales. I'm 300 short on TCG for the seller protection. I gotcha. Yeah, I understand. Will Sort Swift fix my eBay inventory like all my duplicate listings would get combined, or do I have to do it manually? You'd have to do it manually unless you have them all. Well, if you're having duplicate listings, then you'd have to do it all over again. The 2,000 in sales this weekend been breaking some personal records every week. It's been crazy. Hell yeah. That's awesome, Jet. That's killing it. I always ask this and forget to write it down, but what prices do you have for cards up to $2 or $3? 50 cents and lower is $2. 50 cents to $1 is $2.50. $1 to $1.50 is $2.99. $1.50 to $2 is $3.49. $2.49 to and up is I think 10%, 15% plus $1.50. I think is what it is, or something like that. When you're buying a collection, do you go through and price out the entire collection, or do you make an approximation? Well, I like for somebody else to price out the collection. I don't want to price it out myself. They have to send me a list. I have priced it out myself before. I used to have a person I would buy from. I don't want to do it again because I actually made a mistake, and I haven't bought from them since because I feel like I lost some trust doing that. So I would bring them in. I would scan them in. I would use Card Uploader. I would check the pricing, condition. I would do all the work to get them all priced out, and I would send them the price, and then we agreed on it. We did like 3 or 4 deals. Great person to work with. Very easy. One of the times, I had set the Japanese cards aside to scan in separately because I couldn't scan those in and do it at the same time as the English cards. Forgot I put the Japanese cards to the side. Sent him the price. Here's how much you get. And he's like, I feel like I should have been a lot more, but whatever. Sure, we'll just do that. I'm like, wait a minute. No. Like, let's go back. And then I'm like, oh my fucking God, I forgot to scan in the Japanese cards. I was like, dude, I'm so sorry. Like, that's... Had none to deal with them since. So, it sucked. I don't want to do that anyway, to be fair. Like, buying a collection and pricing it out yourself is so much work and so kind of stressful a little bit for me. Because I was always like, am I giving them the deal that they deserve? Or like, am I doing something wrong? I just didn't like it. So, the more I did it, the more I'm like, I actually don't like this. So, I just feel bad because I'm like, man, I kind of fucked that up. It was a good system we had going. And the guy was super cool to work with. But, yeah. It happens. It happens. Now the question is, this Blastoise, do they do Topps cards? Does Sort Swift have Topps cards? No, they have no Topps cards. Son of a bitch. Give me a drink. Well, then these are no good. I can't have these two. Well, they probably do have Topps. They got to probably go through a different thing, though. But these 3 cards, Bulbasaur. So you're no good. You're no good. And we're going to also do Bulbasaur is no good. Okay. That's fine. We'll have to scan these in separately somehow. I'm going to put these in sleeves because these are actually pretty expensive. Day 2000 sales was always when you buy a collection. Bought a collection for $300 this past week, and the guy gave me an ETB full of extra cards. It had the Magikarp with Pikachu in the back, reverse holo, a $25 Kamiya celebrity promo, and more. Hell yeah, that's awesome, Miguel. Damn. Big dog, tell her scans will make her dance. Yeah. No Topps. Fuck. Back to TCG Automate. No, I think it has Topps, but you probably have to list it under Topps cards specifically. But I don't know. If they don't, they need to add them like yesterday. Do they have EIF origin cards? I don't know. I don't know, Mario. That's a good question. What do you think is the best way to fix my inventory? I have duplicate listings in some group because I started using Card Uploader when I already had a lot of stock, and now it's been a mess. How many do you have listed, Pokefur? Your best bet is to literally just use a platform. Either use Card Uploader and use their inventory system, or switch to Sort Swift if you want to. You're going to have to delist everything and relist it, though. There's no easy way to do it. You could maybe try one of the platforms that does like combined listings, but I personally don't trust any platform that does it like that because it's a really shitty workaround. Whereas like you're probably going to, if you really want to take it seriously, you need to fix it. If it's not something that you're like planning on scaling into doing like full time or anything like that, it's fine to have duplicate listings. It didn't hurt my store. There's nothing wrong with it. But if you really want to like fix that for the long term and you plan to list like a ton of cards, then you're going to want to fix it sooner rather than later. I definitely know I was doing a bit. Some Chinese off-brand Pokemon cards are honestly pretty cool. Oh, no, I have some. Yeah, you're probably right. I don't know if any of them do. But yeah, I have a couple. I got in a collection before. Okay, these are weird. This is not what this is. This is actually a World Series deck card, and I think that's what this is. Sebastian Lashmet. Is that what is on here? It's signed somewhere. Is that what that... No, that doesn't look right. It's not 2022. I don't know if that's 2022 or not. Maybe it was. Oh, yeah, it is. 2022. Yeah. Sebastian Lament. I thought it was a different name. but sure. Approve. And then you are also a World Championship deck. Is that Andre? Let me do it this way. Andre, that looks like Andre, yeah. Problem is they can be a lot of different things, but that looks like Andre, so that looks right. I think it's the same thing, Andre. It's 2022 so it has to be that because the other one's 2023. Andre 2022. Someone sold me all these in a collection too. These are pretty cool cards, honestly. Old series decks. Charizard. Yep, that's the Play Eevee version. Right? No. That's the... Of course, there's like 700 threes. Charizard stamp. There we go. Oh, you're just a normal card. 19 out of 30. Yeah. And then Rapid Strike Urshifu is this one. Super Scoop is Igor. Igor Costa. 2012. What number are you? 96 out of 108. Why does it think it's a nose pass? What? What is going on? The problem is the card is literally called In. Oh my god. In 96. Out of 108. Chase? No, Shuto. There we go. That's an annoying one to find. Bro, where did you get the shirt from? I need it. My wife bought it for me on TikTok Shop. The other shirts that I have, that TikTok Shop got taken down. This one's still up. Last we saw. I don't know what the TikTok Shop was though, so I can't really help you with that one, unfortunately. But yes, my wife bought it for me on TikTok Shop. I honestly need to make my own because too many people ask about it, and it'd be cool to sell some of these, but you would obviously have to, it's this one, nope, this one, nope, nope, nope. Where the fuck is this one? It's not even... But yeah, TikTok Shop, 89. It's that one. Yay, we found it. These are really annoying to find, to be honest with you. I will say, Card Uploader's much better at this. I need to tell that to Micah. Micah, Card Uploader's way better at this. That'll get him moving. That'll get his butt into gear. Charizard stamped. It's that one. Yay, we found it. That's what I thought. I like Sourcewood because of the multi-platforms, but I don't know which plan is better for me. You know, us more expensive than Card Uploader. Yeah. It's quite a bit more expensive. How many do you have listed, Pokey? Damn, okay, that narrows it down to TikTok. Thanks, man. Seeing today's vid, I'm pumped for TCG player update. Yeah, I am too. And it's the most annoying card to search for. It really is. It really is. Okay, Warp Point. Jason. Where are you, Jason Martinez? It's not energy removal. It's literally scramble energy. Get with the times, old man. It's this one. Gengar from Jason Martinez. There it is. We did it. Finally. Okay. Now we need to condition these. Let me condition these correctly. So, Near Mint, Aromatisse to Radiant Halakazam. These are all Near Mint. Update selected items. Okay. Deselect. Okay. Then, Klefki. No, wait. Aromatisse to Fed. Oh, yeah. Fog Crystal to Bronzong. Where are you, Bronzong? Where are you, Bronzong? Where are you, Bronzong? Won't you listen to me? Yes, I just had a sandwich. It's no ordinary sandwich. It's the tastiest sandwich in the sea. Claydol to Ludicolo. Or nor, it's Ludicolo. Yeah. There we go. Ludicolo. Ludicolo is moderately played. Update selected. Moderately played. And HP Meganium to Eevee. Palkia Cosmo Hollow. These are heavily played. All right. Then damaged is Raikou Cracked Ice. You are damaged. Okay, thank you. I understand the feeling. Okay. And then Rapid Strike Urshifu to How. How can I find it? Near mint. And then Rapid Strike Urshifu to Gengar. The last one is LP. Boom. Boom. We're done. It only took 17 hours to do those 100 cards. 97 because we took out the tops. We took off their tops. Wait a minute. Love that Warp Point card. Might have to scoop that when it goes live. It'll be live in about... Actually, we'll push it live now. Why not? Why not? Wait, let me make a P51 before I forget. It's the tastiest sandwich in the sea. Already have 11,000 inventory on eBay. Well, if it makes you feel any better, I had over double that, and I had to take it all down, so. And we're going to get it all done in about... We'll be done by the end of this week, so we'll be done in 3 weeks. So, it took a while, but... It's doable. All right, those are all getting pushed. They're all getting pushed. Gotta go to bed. Thanks for answering my questions. Looking forward to starting to list cards this week once the scanner gets in. Hell yeah, Tony. Good luck, man. Maybe a dumb question, but did any of you folks hit the Prismatic Evolution Justin Rivals PKC ETB that dropped today? Nope. I did try to join it, and I got there, and there was nothing left. So, not that I joined super late, because I don't really care that much about all of that, but yeah. I did try to hit it, but I got there like an hour and a half after it went live, so I didn't expect to hit anything, and there was nothing left. Didn't get anything, wasn't at the office today, sadly. Yeah. When you're not live streaming, about how many cards can you go through in an hour on average? It really depends. Cards like this take a really long time to do, but normally, if they're all the similar things, I can do about 1,000 cards an hour, not including sleeving the cards. Yeah, about 1,000 cards an hour pretty easily. That's scanning them, putting them into Sort Swift, and getting them into my inventory. But if I have to sleeve the cards, it takes longer. A good question. We got some good cards listed just now, so these should get us some sales for sure. But it's hard to tell because, you know, sometimes they sell well. But these are cards all that have already been listed, and they're the leftover cards that didn't sell. So, you know, once we get started get new cards listed, you know, that's when I feel like they're really going to start. The eBay is going to start picking back up again. But we just want to get through all of our old cards, get them all listed, get them up on to eBay, through SortSwift, get them all going. It's just going to take a bit. Then once we get done with that, we have a big, big Japanese collection. We have to list all those cards. Yeah, we've got a lot to do. We got a lot to do. Lot to do. And once we get that listed, we get some more bulk listed. We still got some really, really good bulk that we hadn't gotten around to listing that we picked up from the bulk, from my local game store that sells me bulk. They sell me some of the most gorgeous bulk in the universe. So we have a bunch of that to list. We've got so much to list. Oh my God. We've got a huge backlog ever since we stopped listing to get all these listed. So I've got a good probably 10,000 cards I can list right after this. So we're going to be listing a lot. And we're going to list some Magic again. We haven't been listing Magic ever since we reset the server or reset the eBay. So Magic will get listed again. I actually bought the thing that Bronze bought, the starter decks or whatever they're called. I bought those, so those should do well for me, and get those listed. The not the jump start, the Marvel, like I can't remember what they're called. They're like big old boxes. So, how long does it usually take to see in the store? We love gorgeous bulk around these parts. It should be live in the next probably 5 minutes. I think my push happens every 5 minutes, so you should see it in about 5 minutes, Def. We do love some gorgeous bulk. We do indeed. What's everybody up to, though? What are we doing tonight? What's on the docket for everyone? We've got so much more of this like complicated bulk to list. Oh no, there's a whole stack of championship cards that I have to get through. Probably another 40 championship cards I have to get through. Those are annoying to do. Those are annoying no matter what platform you upload it through. I will say Card Uploader was pretty annoying with these too. It's no ordinary sandwich. It's the tastiest sandwich in the sea. All right. Stamped. Cosmore. Oh, okay, I see. Oh, God. 52 cards that are stamped. That'll be fun to get through. Then I got a bunch of Cosmo Holos, which will be easy because I can just force the variant to Cosmo. I have multiple Cosmo Holo listings to do. Lots and lots to do. And binged everything, working on getting some systems in place and getting some bulk next week probably. Fingers crossed everything goes well. Hell yeah! I appreciate you watching. Hopefully the bulk does well for you. Noise, thank you, sir, of course. Locals. Oh, nice, you had a local. You win in Nugget. Sitting here scanning and listing on Manapool. Hell yeah, nice. Trying to finish scanning in the 50,000 bulk I've been scanning for 2 days. Nice, hell yeah. Blasting through them. Y'all scan a lot. That's crazy. 15,000 is a ton. Listing on eBay and TCG Player. Love it. I work IT for the school system, and school just started back, and we've been swamped, so I've been hitting the hay early tonight. I don't blame you, Def. I've been getting really, really lucky on Facebook Marketplace lately. Tried a guy a bunch of sports cards I had laying around, mostly booked, for 200 plus of singles, and then found a listing for IRs for 265, around 850 in value. Wow, that's awesome, Krellos. Damn. Scanning the list, love it. So I was pulling cards for order work without each card being numbered. I am numbering these cards, but for the non-numbered ones, I just have to look in the batch, within the batch to find them. You can either alphabetize in the batch, or I still have them incremented. And so if it's like card number 50 out of 100, I go to roughly the middle of the stack and then look for the card that I'm looking for. There's a chance you can pull the card that's not the exact card, but I'm not too worried about that. It's usually not that big of a deal. It's on the bulkier cards. Anything that's not really bulky that I have multiples of are going to be in sleeves anyway. So numbered penny sleeves. So I will grab this specific one. But that's why I get the numbered penny sleeves. It's really, really helpful. And I really enjoy the numbered penny sleeves. They are a lifesaver, and it makes it very, very, very quick to pull cards. It is lovely. Lovely jubbly. All right, 50 and 51. There we go. Did I miss one? Because I thought I saw 400 cards just get listed, and I feel like I should have seen more. I feel like I should have just seen more that got listed. So I'm going to go to my inventory. And I'm going to search P0047. Make sure there's cards. There isn't. P0048. Oh, it's because I put the card title as Watchhog. Wait a minute. It's really bringing in sales a lot of bulk to go when you have $5 to $25 cards listed. Yes, it helps a lot. Found 70-plus-year-old grandpa that opened boxes with his grandson. They pulled the big hits, but left all the holos verses and a lot of EXs. It's been spam listing on eBay. Just started. Hell yeah, that's awesome. That's a good one. That's a good thing to do. Oh my god, please link the number penny sleeves. Currently putting stickers on my penny sleeves and ready to pull my hair out already. Yeah, we just showed them earlier. I can link it. Actually, is it still what's pasted? Yep, there it is. It's still pasted. Good. All right, P47 has something. P48. Let's make sure I have listings in all these Ps to make sure I didn't somehow miss one. P50. P51. P52. Yep, that's what it should end at. Am I at P51 back here? Yep, okay, we're good. We are good. Wir bist gut, ja? Yep, okay. We're good. False alarm. For some reason I thought there was less shown in the staging than I just did. Gotta love me some water. Water. We got a few minutes. Let me talk about something. I want to chat about something with y'all. Let me sit you down. I got a message today. I've made the video before. You guys have heard me talk about how if you want to reach out to a YouTuber or a person of interest or whatever, whoever you want to chat about, whoever you want to talk to, whoever you're trying to sell an idea or whatever it is, when you're doing that, I always talk about like providing value. I got a message today right before the stream. Thought it was funny. Someone sent me, this is a two-parter. One, this person didn't try to provide any value, which is fine. I'm not saying you have to, but it helps. It helps. But I'll say, if you are watching this, and you are thinking about doing this, I'm going to tell you, please, God, no, don't. They reached out to me, and this is probably, in the last 2 months, this probably is the 20th person that has reached out to me with this exact same thing. They reached out to me and they said, I have got a platform that I am building. And essentially, it's like SortSwift or Card Uploader or whatever. It's a card uploading software or something along those lines. Let me tell you, they are a dime a dozen. Every single person that has reached out to me except for one, they were vibe coded. They are early in the process, within probably the first month of even dealing with it. And they think they're going to be the next big thing. And they're geniuses. They're all somehow geniuses. There is one vibe-coded project that I've actually found interest in that I think is good, that if I were to go with one, which I wouldn't, I don't trust vibe-coded projects, but if I did, this is the one I would go with. It's Loomis. He's got a great product. It's cool, but I don't trust vibe-coded project. That's just personal preference. I reached out to this person. I said, this is the exact response I gave. He gave me this long thing. He's like, I want you to help me test it. First off, there's a giant bug on that window. First off, for the love of God, please, and I say this with all due respect, fuck off. With all due respect, fuck off. I don't want to do your job. I don't. I have zero desire to do your job and the 30 other people that have asked me to do their job for them. No, I'm not going to be your tester for your project that is going to end in 2 weeks because you give up on it because you vibe coded it overnight and you think you're a genius. I responded to him. I said, he sent me this long thing. He wants me to demo it for me. Great, of course. I'll be honest with you, man. You are like the 20th person who has sent me a TCG tool that does everything that the others do. I wish you luck, but I'm not interested in checking it out. Get others on board and grow it organically, but also know you're in an insanely competitive market with market leaders like SortSwift and Card Uploader that are years ahead. This person responded basically saying that theirs is going to be better. Okay, good luck. Good luck. Good luck. You're going to need a lot of luck, like a lot. But I am blown away by the audacity of these people that are vibe coding these projects, spending a week on it, and then sending it out and spamming it out to every person that will listen to them. I shouldn't even respond to these people. I should stop. But I literally say this every time now. Like, I'm like, hey, not interested. Good luck. You're years behind. You need help. And it needs to be a real project. But anyway, wanted to go on that tangent, but yes. How you liked Misprint? Got a ton of sales today. Guess what I'm doing? Yes, Wormhole, perfect. So I even listened to Misprint. Got a ton of sales today on it, thinking about making a video on it. Honestly, Crazy Carl, I got a ton of sales on it too. Like a lot. Weirdly a lot today. I don't know why. So I like it so far. I think it's pretty cool. It's got a long ways to go though. Always make me giggle. Yeah. That's the problem. I mean, vibe coding's great. If you want to vibe code your own project for your own stuff, that's great. Do that. Make a tool for yourself. That's great. But the second that you start to try to market these things to other people, you need to hire a dev that actually knows what they're looking at. Because if your project is purely vibe coded and you have no idea how to read the code of yours, then why should anyone trust you? There is so many things that could go wrong, and you will literally just be saying, AI, fix this, please. You have no idea how to fix it. You don't know what's there. You don't know. And that's terrifying. As somebody who would trust their business with one of these projects, that's terrifying. I don't want a vibe-coded project, personally, because I think that there's too much risk involved. But if you are willing to take a risk and you want your costs to be low, you can build your own, or you can join one of these other vibe-coded projects. Like I said, Loomis is pretty cool. I hope he brings on a dev soon. Outside of that, I mean, they're a dime a dozen. Hit up everyone and their mom, and they probably have a vibe-coded TCG tool that they're trying to sell to some YouTuber to get them to check it out. Anything with thousands of people is incredibly complex. Yes, yes. This works for 1, 2, 5, 10 people. When you start to get in the hundreds, thousands of people, first off, your prices, your costs are going to skyrocket. And what's funny, all these projects are like, we're gonna do $5 a month. We're even cheaper than Card Uploader. I'm just like, I know Card Uploader, if they're making any money, it's very little. Like very little. So the thought that you're gonna make it cheaper, no, I don't buy it. Sure, AI help, but if you don't know yourself what you're doing, you should not expect AI. AI hallucinations are, that's what I'm saying. As someone who's worked with AI quite a bit with their job, AI hallucinations are brutal. Brutal. And they happen all the time when you're doing this. So the amount of times that happens, you don't even know it because you're having thousands of cards behind these and you really don't know what is or isn't on your eBay store. You're just hoping that AI doesn't hallucinate it out of there. There's too many risks. There's too much risk. There's way too much risk. But anyway, want to go on that tangent. I thought that was funny. I got this message and they're like, actually, my tool's going to be better. Okay, good luck. Good luck. Keep prompting that AI until it's better. You got this. I don't know. Anyway, there's my rant. There's my daily rant for the day. My daily rant for the day. I'm a genius. And you should double check the work. Yep, 100%. 100%. All right. Thanks, y'all. I appreciate it. I'm leaving. We'll be live Wednesday. So I will chat to y'all Wednesday.